The entire Rhode Island congressional delegation has, in some form, voiced opposition to the president's Supreme Court pick.
And most recently, Senator Sheldon Whitehouse wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post slamming the president and calling on Judge Amy Coney Barrett to recuse herself from any election-related dispute if she's confirmed. 12 News reporter Sheena Lasciuto joining us now with a breakdown of his argument. Hey, Sheena.
Hey, good morning. We have a lot to uncover here. The op-ed starts off with a clear message, though. Senator Whitehouse says Republicans want Judge Barrett to be on the court to rule on, quote, bogus election administration disputes they have in the pipeline, meaning if anything goes to court, and he says the president says it will, Whitehouse says the Republicans are counting on Barrett to be on their side. Here's a bit from that piece. Quote, Republicans want to rush Barrett through in time to deliver what could be the key vote on behalf of the president who chose her. For Barrett, this is a test of integrity, both for herself and for our system of government. She must commit to recuse herself from any election-related dispute. A few weeks ago here in Providence, people were hoping to get the senator's attention, asking lawmakers to shut down the Senate to stop the president's pick. In a previous interview with us, this is how Senator Whitehouse responded to that.
If there were a triple secret procedural strategy that would allow us to do that, I think we probably would have done it on Gorsuch after the trick that the Republicans pulled on everybody with Garland.
And it's important to note here, Whitehouse is on the Judiciary Committee and will take part in the hearings. The president stands by his argument, though, saying he has the right to fill the seat since he was elected by the American people. I'm Sheena Lasciuto, 12 News.
For this half hour in Washington today, the Senate will begin confirmation hearings on the president's third appointment to the Supreme Court.
Now, earlier this morning, you heard Senator Ted Cruz call what unfolded during Justice Kavanaugh's hearing a, quote, political circus.
Senator Whitehouse, who is on the Judiciary Committee, made headlines during that process and will likely make his position well known at today's hearing as well.
Well, 12 News reporter Sheena Lasciuto joins us now live with that part of the story. Good morning, Sheena.
Hey, good morning, guys. Now, if confirmed, Barrett would be the 6th conservative judge on the Supreme Court out of 9. Democrats, including Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, have been very critical, saying Republicans are rushing this process. A few weeks ago, 12 News interviewed Senator Whitehouse and talked about this hearing. It's no secret Whitehouse has been criticized by Republicans for how we approach Justice Kavanaugh's hearing. For example, you might remember the two went back and forth a lot about what was written in Kavanaugh's yearbook. So we asked if he had any regrets about that and if there will be any difference in how we handles this one.
This will be very different because we won't have a situation that we had in Kavanaugh, which is that we had a Supreme Court nominee who late in the process turned out to have a very credible issue that he'd engaged in a sexual assault.
If confirmed, Barrett would be the 5th woman to ever sit on the nation's highest court. Now, despite attacks from the other side, the president says since he was elected by the American people, he has the right to fill the seat right away. I'm Sheena Lasciuto, 12 News.